Good morning, everybody. It's an animal kingdom type of day. Somehow Christmas has returned. Ooh, I love this.
Yeah, me too.
Round and round they go. There's actually a dead fly in the middle of them. Looks really pretty.
Very special time, for the magic of the holidays has awakened. Join us on an extraordinary journey where you can explore the wonder of nature and discover the treasure.
I'm going to be a hypocrite and say that duck is really pretty, while also admitting that I love eating duck. It's a hard knock life. It's been a little bit. I think the first thing we're going to try to do is head up towards Africa. Let's see if we can get on the safari. We did not do any lightning lane today. There's a kangaroo jumping around out there.
Oh, there's another one over there behind the tree.
There's two otters hiding in there.
There he goes.
Don't you want to go in the water?
It's beautiful out this morning.
Heading into Africa. Everyone's rushing to the safari. Alright, it says 30. We shall see. Simba 1. You call it hippo. We call it kaboko. Back soon.
Before you reach our stroller parking area, if you are traveling with someone in a scooter or wheelchair to safaris, we know why.
You better watch these guys. They keep cards up their sleeves. Do you think those berries taste good?
Have this person lead your party through the line. This will help your wait time to a minimum. Once again, put your details together.
Well, it took closer to 50 minutes to get on. But more importantly, I was hoping for the back row, but instead we're Bob Euchering it. We must be in the front row.
The greater kudu. Now these greater kudus, I am able to tell, are the female greater kudus, due to the fact that they do not have 6-foot long horns coming from their head, while the male kudus do. Little stork up there. Looks like they are just kind of incubating, hanging out with that egg. But these saddle-billed storks, they don't actually vocalize. There's another saddle-billed stork over on the left-hand side. If you can, try to see what color eyes they have. If you notice they have yellow eyes, that's the female. But if their eyes are brown, that's the males. Also above that saddle-billed stork, I have the black rhinoceros, but the saddle-billed stork is really cool. Now these saddle-billed storks, they don't actually vocalize. They communicate by rattling their bills. It's almost like Morse code, but for birds, over on the left. My group of hippos is called a bloat. And this bloat will spend the majority of their time in the water.
If they're hungry.
That's because they have very sensitive skin.
Does anybody have any
And these
marbles?
hippos can actually hold their breath for about 8 minutes at a time. But also massage and roll them around a little bit to kind of encourage that baby hatchling to emerge from their shell. But now these animals do rely on clean water for their survival. So I encourage you guys, next time you find yourself at the lake, the river, or the beach, and you see some trash laying around, I encourage you to pick it up and dispose of it properly. I'm noticing a den over on the left-hand side. There has been some African painted dog activity in the area. And it looks like hanging out right behind the den at the sunlight.
They're all sleeping.
Sunshine. Now, these African painted dogs are extremely successful hunters, and they're successful up to about 90% of the time. Some of the highest carbon mountain zebras beside giraffe, as well as the eland. Now, these elands are one of the largest antelope species. Males weighing in about 2,000 pounds, and the females about 1,000 pounds. But that doesn't stop them from being able to jump about 8 feet high at a standstill. So if they wanted to, and if we were close enough, they could very easily jump inside this truck. And those Hartman Mountain zebras, check out those stripes. Notice their stripes for their hind legs grow a little bit wider. And that's actually what helps us differentiate what type of zebra species that is. It's a darkish, bluish, blackish, purplish color, and it's called a prehensile tongue, which means to grab and grip. So they're able to grab and grip all those leaves on top of the trees, but also being able to pull some roots from the ground. Now, if you look at your grown-up's forearms, from their fingertips to their elbows, that's roughly how long that giraffe's tongue is. So easily, there it is. This is the African elephant.
Wow.
So by doing this, they're able to reduce their body temperature.
I hope this bridge doesn't give out.
The elephants also have very sensitive skin, so I always look towards any watering holes because they use their chunks. I'm so sorry, I keep getting distracted by this radio. I'm gonna turn it down. No, elephants' chunks have the ability to hold a whole bunch of water inside of it. So they use that water to spray all over themselves, and then they'll get mud or dirt tippling on them as well. So this kind of inspires a whole bunch of people known as poachers to go out and hunt these elephants down so they can steal their tusks away from them. And because of this human greed, it's been leaving these elephants extremely vulnerable and at risk, dwindling their populations. So it's very important to remember, whenever we are purchasing our products for our homes or purchasing those souvenirs, we know the history of our items. So we're not purchasing anything that's made up of ivory or anything that comes from endangering an already endangered species like these elephants. It did look like there was a baby hanging out there. Now, once fully grown, these flamingos will be about 5 to 9 pounds
on the
each.
wild and elusive cast member.
It's called a flamboyance. But this right here is just my favorite view on the safari. Now, these cheetahs are able to run at speeds of about 60 miles per hour in just about 3 seconds. And they are built for that speed. Their claws are always out, ready to grip it to the ground and kind of pull themselves forward.
The lions are sleeping too.
Go back and forth. Now, these white rhinoceros, once fully grown, will be about 6,000 pounds. And my best friend likes to describe it as essentially they are just sleeping.
There's a rhino back there. He's
It
also
does seem
sleeping.
like there are some
There's an ostrich in the road.
up ahead. And these ostriches are the world's largest. I'm also able to tell they're females because they've been dropping off their eggs over on the right-hand side. But those ostrich eggs weigh about 3 to 5 pounds each. They can actually support the weight of a fully grown adult human on them without even cracking. And fairly well, everything about an ostrich is large. Are laying on the warden's roof. Now, these Nigerians are because they love to
goats on a roof.
Play and they love to have fun. They also produce a very sweet milk that the warden is able to use and sell in the local markets. They're able to make butters, cheeses, soaps, or even just sell that milk as is. Far too sad and far too final. So instead we say Kwaherini, meaning go well. So Kwaherini friends, go well, go wild, and go make a difference out there. My name is Mackenzie from Mount Zion, Illinois, and you guys can afford the Simple One.
Well, I will forever love that safari for what it is. You see all kinds of amazing things. But that was probably the worst one that we've ever been on.
Yeah.
But it's the luck of the draw. You never know. It's like Forrest Gump. Even a gorilla's not out. We can take the path and see where they're at. Let's head on in. Hey, hey, we're the monkeys. People say we're monkey around.
All of us monkeys up here that work called us years ago. So they're very bad at texting.
Birds.
Really funny.
Look at all these fish. Ooh, look at these guys. Wow, look at that yellow bird. Oh yeah, look at this guy. Wow. Hippo, where are you? He's only the biggest thing in this tank. Where could he be? Ah, he is all the way back there, hiding out. We'll say the unusual thing is it's 10 o'clock in the morning, it's 70 degrees. When we got here, it was 60. This is like the coolest day that it's been so far this season, so I think a lot of the animals are just in extended sleep mode. Plus, we had the change in daylight savings hour just about a week or so ago. And I'm not thinking that daylight savings throws off the animals' clock, but more so that it changes slightly the feeding time for the animals. I'm thinking usually feeding time is when all the animals are bright and wide awake. Oh my God! Monkeys! Gorillas! Oh my! It's a little guy! I did not bring ND filters for the camera here today, so shots are a little bit blown out. That bridge was boingy.
Yeah, not liking the boingy bridge.
Alright, so this is why we didn't see the gorillas when we got off of the safari, because they're all hanging out on the other side of the hill.
I don't think they do.
Got that guy. This one up on top of the hill that's rolling around. Another one over there.
I don't. Their keepers do that.
Right there. It's a piece of lettuce.
Yeah, take a little nap. Today's a good day. It's cool out.
Fichwa, Mickey, Fichwa. The backside of the Tree of Life with some realistic sound effects from the park. It smells so good right here. I wish there was an ability to have that scent come through the camera. I think this might be the best photo op area in all of the Disney parks. As you can see, Mary was taking her photos as well. Is Everest the best coaster in the Disney parks? Or is Guardians of the Galaxy better? Or are you an old school Space Mountain person? I'm torn between Everest and Guardians. Little boat parades. So let's talk about this space that's over here that we're sitting in, which is useful because it's got bench seats and we can relax for a little bit of a breeze. But honestly, this was built for nighttime shows. They had a great nighttime show, and then they had a kite show, and then they haven't had anything for years. and years. So it just sits. In fact, there is no nighttime at the park for the most part because it just closes by like 6 o'clock on a daily basis. And I know it's difficult for animals at night, but they used to have, at least the safari was fun at night where they had the lights shining so it looked like it was emulating daytime for the animals, that they could go out and wander on the plain. Now, this is just kind of like a forgotten park. The last new ride that opened at this park, where the area was Pandora for Avatar, and that was in 2017, so we're going on more than 7 years ago that they added something new. It's Kevin.
And his name is Russell.
His little wings are flapping.
Can you say goodbye to Kevin? Bye-bye.
That's the kind of stuff I love about this park. So I'm not going to just rag on it the whole day, but I love stuff like that. We haven't seen like the stick guy or plant people walking around
yeah.
sometime. Let's talk about DinoLand USA. It's all decorated for Christmas. Sadly, it's last Christmas because the dinosaurs, once again, going to be extinct starting in January, from what we understand. Supposedly January 13th, this is the first thing that's closing, is this Triceratops spin, as well as all of the carnival games that are around this way. Hey, that guy's got a little mini hey. I wonder if they sell that here. So we can talk about what's coming here. They're due to have an Encanto ride, a carousel, and an Indiana Jones ride replacing Dinosaur. Oh, we've got character meets over here. This crack in the sidewalk looks like a hidden Mickey. Hello, giant snowman. Kevin's following us. I kind of wonder how long it's going to take for construction to actually happen here. Deconstruction first and then construction, because I mean realistically, Primeval World that was over here closed down July 2020, so that's more than 4 years ago. It's just been sitting.
All right, Donald, have fun, my boy.
Donald Duck has arrived. Daisy is over here meeting. And I love this. Alright, Dinosaur. It's fast. It's a blast. It's in the past. Almost literally now. This has been one of Mary's favorite rides here at Disney. I'm not a big fan of this ride. I feel like every time I get off, my back is broken.
Yeah, well,
But it is not a roller coaster. It's a dark ride. It's kind of like max excitement level for Mary, I think. Like, you know, we're not flipping upside down or anything, so it'll be interesting to see how Indiana Jones works out. And we've been on Indy multiple times in Disneyland also, but is it going to be the same thing? I can't remember the last time that we waited in this giant outside queue. It's our least favorite fish in the universe. It's in the past.
Hey, up here! It's me, DinoLand the Science Guy. Check out the big blue marble. That's planet Earth 65 million years ago, near the end of the Cretaceous period. The continent islands looked a lot different than they do today. And on every one of them, dinosaurs ruled. And for some reason, these magnificent creatures disappeared. What happened? It's just about the biggest mystery in the history of our planet. Many scientists believe that a massive asteroid, fiery ball of metal rocks 6 miles across, slammed into the Earth at 60,000 miles an hour. It created a blast greater than 10,000 hydrogen bombs. Dust filled the atmosphere, and the world became a cold, dark place. Without sunlight, the plants died, and without plants, all the dinosaurs.
Hello. I'm Dr. Marsh, director of the Dino Institute, and I hope you enjoyed those quaint exhibits in the old wing. That's how dinosaurs have been presented to the public since the study of fossils began over 150 years ago. Today, that bare bones approach is about to become extinct. In a perfect blending of science and technology, the Dino Institute has created the Time Rover, an amazing vehicle that will literally transport you to the age of the dinosaurs. How? That's proprietary. But the result is a breathtaking journey through a prehistoric world where you will witness the most spectacular creatures to ever walk the earth.
Hello there. Welcome to our little trans-dimensional joyride, folks. I'm Dr. Seeker, your friendly controller, and a heck of a paleontologist, if I do say so myself. But let's not talk about me, let's talk about you, and how you can help me make history today with the Time Rover. It's like this. If I can bring you back from the Cretaceous period, it stands to reason that I can bring back a live dinosaur with you. And not just any dinosaur. Take a look at this guy. He's an iguanodon, and I'm certain that he is the key to understanding these magnificent creatures. I tagged him with a locator during an unauthorized field trip. Otherwise, I'd be traveling with you. Right now, our dino should be about here, at the very end of the Cretaceous period. That's where you're going today.
I've arrived, it seems, just in time to correct a little misstatement.
Dr. Marsh.
That is impossibly close to the giant asteroid impact that destroyed most life forms on Earth. Our tours are designed to take you to the early Cretaceous period, and I can assure you that all time rovers have been securely locked on those coordinates.
That's right. See? Securely locked. Access denied.
Continue.
Of course. We were just talking about seatbelts. Plug them in, use them. It can get kind of choppy out there, so keep your hands and arms inside the vehicle at all times. Flash photography? I wouldn't. It alters the homing signal, and that's not good. Oh, and one more thing. Those locked coordinates? We're in. Now, here's the drill. You follow the homing signal to the iguanodon, then I'll enlarge the transport field, and boom, you're back with one additional passenger extra large. And don't worry about that asteroid. You'll be in and out of there before it even breaks the atmosphere. Trust me, what could go wrong?
Until the rover comes to a complete stop.
This is Seeker. Listen up. We've got to get in, grab the iguanodon, and get out before that asteroid hits. Let's roll! Now, let's go get that dino. Computer, what are you tracking?
Styracosaurus.
Not our dino.
Warning, meteor shower in range.
Just little one.
Oleoramus. Hadrosaur. Raptor.
Time to get serious. Locking autopilot on homing signal now! Hang on! I'm tracking a big dino on the scope. Could be ours. Computer, full stop. Identify!
Carnotaurus.
Definitely not our dino. Go, go, go! Oh, another big guy coming up. Computer. Slow and identify.
Sauropod.
Still not our dino, but at least this one's a vegetarian.
Asteroid impact in 90 seconds.
We better move it.
Pterodactyl.
Incoming!
Asteroid impact in 60 seconds.
We can't stop now! Keep going, keep going!
Compsognathus.
Computer, what's happening?
Loss of traction.
Four-wheel drive, move it!
Warning, meteor strike.
Evasive maneuver! Left! Right! Left! Right! Oh, that was close. Computer, now what?
Carnotaurus.
That's it! Abort mission! Abort! Abort!
Iguanodon.
Forget it! Get them out now!
Asteroid impact.
Brace yourself! This is it! They're not gonna make it! They're not gonna make it!
Mission accomplished.
You made it! I knew you would, and guess who made it back with you? I better find him before security does. Thanks for everything!
I don't think I'm gonna miss that ride.
It'll be the same when Indiana Jones is here.
True. Oh, Christmas Goofy. Love it. Santosaurus. I'm looking forward to something new. I'm not looking forward to waiting 3 years for something new, so hopefully they can bang something out within like a year. I know that's like pipe dreams based off the track record, but it shouldn't be that hard to re-theme Dinosaur to Indiana Jones if they reuse the same track like they did with Splash Mountain. And we'll see. I love this dinosaur.
Hello.
Look at that.
Do you have...
Alright, this is the first for us. I don't think we've ever played a game over here. But we're not playing this. And we're not throwing a ball into a cup. This is one of my favorite games. Alright, I think I'm going to do lucky number 6. We've got 2 tickets, not to Paradise, but to play. They're literally $6 a piece.
We're playing for that top shelf, that large purple, blue, gray dinosaur, that iguanodon. All we're doing is racing those mammoths to my finish line. Whoever crosses that finish line first is going to be my one and only winner. And we'll get to take home that large prize of that iguanodon. To make those mammoths run, you guys will have a snowball. Roll your snowball up that hill into the caves up top. The higher you roll, the faster your mammoth is going to run. The lower, the slower. Here we go in 3, 2, roll those snowballs.
I won. I got Mary this little dino souvenir.
Yeah.
Park that will not, or at least the part of the park that won't exist much longer. And in tribute, Finding Nemo is just about to start, so good timing.
What?
I'm trying to swim here.
But we were looking for Nemo. You were showing me which way the boat went.
I've seen a boat. Follow me.
Wait, we already did this.
We did?
Oh, dear.
I guess I should
over it. I love that show. It's like Broadway in Orlando. Great production. The crazy thing is you have Nemo and The Lion King, both Broadway type productions in the same theme park, let alone just being in a theme park, but both in the same theme park. If you're visiting, those would be two of the highlights, I think, for coming to this park as opposed to rides. I mean, this park is basically animals and shows to me. Rides, they're okay. Mickey pretzel time. Alright, Animal Kingdom, I think we're done. It is getting fairly crowded here.
We are
well,
still
Animal
boarding.
Kingdom, that was a fun morning.
Pull down the handle.
It's been a minute since we
out
were
on the
out
door.
here. I'm
Watch
sure
your
we'll get
step,
back here again
especially.
soon. We didn't bother with the Avatar stuff today, and maybe get that next time around. My understanding is that they're serving breakfast again over in Pandora, which is kind of interesting, but we ate on the way in. We got here slightly after rope drop, so it was imperative without any type of fast pass or lightning lane to be able to get to the safari before the line got to be astronomical, which it is right now. As we're leaving, everything has a giant line. As far as attractions go, Animal Kingdom is probably the smallest park, even smaller, I would say, than Hollywood Studios. If you're not rope dropping the park and not doing lightning lane, you're in for some waits. And we did look at lightning lane for this, for today. It was $19 a person. There's not a lot of rides to justify that $19, and the times were spread out throughout the day. I would say though, like when we were waiting online for the safari, the reason why I think our line took a little bit longer is that it was endless amounts of lightning lane. Like they just kept jamming and like full steam ahead, like the faucet was broke. So, I mean, there are animals that get into the pathways and everything, but I think they factor that into the time that they're putting on the board also. It's just literally like a faucet that's wide open of people that are rushing past, which is cool. We normally do
pay for it, I mean.
Yeah, we normally do lightning lane, so we're normally those people. But just thinking, or you know, for folks that are coming in from out of town and they don't have annual passes and are not able to get to the parks all that frequently, they really are banking on you buying that upcharge so that you can, you know, not waste the majority of your time in line. But we're getting out of here. Thanks a lot for coming along. Thank you very much for all of your likes, comments, and subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great day. See you guys.